Wow. It is Friday. It is Friday. And I still have it on Ace Bright because I forgot to take it off. Welcome. It's been a while since we played this game, huh? Hi, Ari. Let me get you a shout out first and foremost. If you are not already following Ari Boobs, what are you doing? She's absolutely amazing and absolutely incredible pixel artist of so many years of experience. You should go check her out. Hello. My gosh. Actually, I'll probably do something real quick before we actually start. Rolls. There we go. And Baba Booey. And there we go. Too nice? I don't think I'm nice enough. No, I'm kidding. It is Friday. It has been a while since I played this game. Baba Booey. It has been a while since I played this game, and we are definitely going to be playing it today. This is, for those who are unaware, this is Nia Kia. Nia Kia, great. I guess, technically, Nina Aquila. Legal Eagle, Chapter 4. A game that I have been personally excited to see come out for quite a while. I played the first 3 chapters on my own before I started streaming regularly as a thing. I believe it was last year when I actually played the first 3 chapters, and yeah. Mi aquí. Let me see here. Where is Steam? There is Steam. Where is the Steam library? Cool. I'm pretty sure this won't kill the bitrate. I mean, it shouldn't. I'm not emulating a Pentium MMX computer playing, like, another game, so... But hopefully not. Because I am planning on getting through as much of the, first trial day as I can. Mainly because we left off at, like, the first trial day. Ugh. And we did not. Let's see here. Let's see here. Flash to see. Where the heck? Oh, right. This doesn't have actual. Oops. Oopsie, it doesn't actually have a... What is it? It doesn't have a windowed option. Oops. Well, let me get screen capture going. Where's the window capture? Where is it? Oh my gosh. There we go. Awesome. And then phone. I need to actually monitor the chat. Not monitor the chat, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And like so. And like thus. Stream manager. Maybe later. Oh wow, they changed the was it the thing for it? That's pretty cool. Hello, Latvian skunk. Oh my gosh. All right, I think we are ready to go ahead here. Day 2. First trial segment. Wow. Said that she saw you outside in the rain. Sounds like Honk's already here. Or Hank's. Hank! This is going off to a fantastic start. Milo Bites, hello! I'm giving you a shout out. You just made affiliate. If you are not checking out Milo Bites, you should. He has an absolutely wonderful stream. Absolutely wonderful. Congrats on making affiliate, by the way. It's one of those things that's like so rewarding when you actually get it that you're just like, yes, yes. So congratulations on that, and yeah, you should check out Milo Bites. You're still playing Deltarune, right? You're playing. I think last time you were at chapter 2. I'm pretty sure. Remember correctly. I've been lurking all this time, and I'm just like been also like watching so many other streams as well. I'm everywhere. Oh my gosh. Just realizing that. Currently playing that? Awesome, yeah. Oh, gosh. But yeah. You should check out Milo Bites, because he's awesome. Anyway. Sounds like Hank's already here. In a full regalia. But that's absolutely impossible. I'm not royalty. Regalia. Thursday, March 5th, 8:32 a.m. Fledge City Courthouse, Defendant Lobby B. Hank? Milia? Nina! Is it time? No, not yet. You've got a few minutes. For those who don't know, this the first chapter of Nina Aquila had a courtroom lobby section. Next 2 chapters did not. This chapter brings it back. So, welcome back to the lobby. What were the 2 of you talking about? Oh, just we were prepping for the trial. Really? Really? Milia? Yes? Maxie said that on the night of the incident, she saw you outside the courtyard. In the rain. And Hank showed me the CCTV footage from the studio camera system. It shows you getting into It shows you getting an ammo pack, putting it into the pyrod. That's impossible! There's video of you doing it! I spent all night with Janice. You did nothing else? Spoke to no one else? Nina. She says she didn't do it, that she didn't do it. Hank. If Milia says that she didn't leave Janice's trailer all night, then as her attorney, I'll hold that line in court today, but it means her only alibi is the one person who can't testify. Nina, I'm sorry. I was with Janice all night. I don't remember leaving or doing any of those things. You're aware that's going to be difficult for the court to accept. Like, she gestures to the she gestures to like the mountain of evidence like right next to them. I don't know what else to say. You could say you're guilty. See, she just seems so genuine. And then again, she's an actress. I'll have to say she's guilty and run with it. Hey Nina, they're expecting your guilty stance. They're ready for us in courtroom B. The bailiffs are out there for Milia. Thanks, Dylan. I'll be on a sec. Blah. See you at the bench. Got it. Amelia, go with them. We'll see you again soon. Okay. Nia Aquila, as an attorney, strikes me as someone who, unlike, Phoenix Wright, who's always, hopeful, always, with the one exception that everyone knows, he's always like, my client is not guilty until the end. Your Honor, the defendant is not guilty, and I intend to prove it. Nina Aquila is literally, the one, attorney who's actually realistic and is like, yeah, my client might have done it. They might have done it, just once. She seems nervous. Hank? Yeah? I didn't want to upset Amelia just before she goes to take the stand. I may only have one eye, but sometimes that gives me the clarity to see through things. The honest defense attorney. Yeah, Nina is the one person who's like, shit, I'm defending someone who's guilty. Ugh. And I don't like secrets. What do you calling me a liar? No. But if there's anything you haven't shared with me, no matter how minor, now's the time. This case means so much to me, to the team, to our business, and to Amelia. I've given you everything I can. Promise. Oh my gosh. Fuck, Your Honor, this guy is honestly probably guilty. I won't even lie. But, can I at least explain why he did it? I mean, you might see it from his perspective. I just realized the overlay is totally covering up the dialogue. Oops. I've given you everything I can. Is it supposed to be some kind of... Aren't you supposed to be Nina Aquila, Legal Eagle, Chapter 4, Sacred Wings? Odd way to put it, but okay. Just do your job. Just get your sacred wings, dang it. So much for candor. Sorry, condor. Thursday, March 5th, 8:57 a.m. Fletch City Courthouse, Courtroom B, Day 2. Taco Crepe, what up? How's it going? My gosh. Well, it's time. I'm the prosecutor now. Yeah, you can explore this entire area before the actual, trial begins, and it's funny. I'm the jury! Get a game where I'm just a jury. Now I'm, what even is this? Okay, so I know, at least one of these has to be for, the court, was it the court guy thing? The note taker. Yeah! I could get used to this. Wait. Is that cup holder? Oh! Wow! Our judge is really living it up. Oh my gosh. This is the one thing that's super fun about these games. There's way more of an, exploration aspect than, the Phoenix Wright games. The Phoenix Wright games are good, but, no Phoenix Wright game have I literally taken control of Nick and had him walk up those stairs and into the judge's bench and be like, wow, Judge has a really nice seat up here. I can see why he gets used to this job. Phoenix, what the hell are you doing here? Mr. Wright, I hold you in contempt of court. Ah, damn it. Let's get to it. Got it. Let's do this. Did you talk to Milia? This guy, like, RPG style. Yeah, because it's what is it? RPG Maker. Probably the latest version. I can't keep track of those versions, but I'm like, oh my god, what's this cute game? This is Nina Aquila, Chapter 4. Never mind, it says it's a stream. Yeah, it's Ace Attorney like, basically. And Hank, I totally forgot. Well, she just said so I guess it's not that. It's not that heinous, but then someone's gonna be like, I can't believe they missed Nina saying wow. Wow. Okay. It's like when my wife messes with RPG Maker, it looks like Ace or something. Yeah. They keep trying to say Nina Aquila and catching themselves. Any helpful revelations? Well, our client might be guilty. Nuh-uh. Oh, here comes Mr. Perfect. Aquila, Merlo, I trust you came prepared. I always do my homework, Chad. Then perhaps it's time for me to take you to school. Shut the fuck up, geek. Chad, okay, let me just say something about Chad Hawk. Chad Hawk is, like, okay, people here are familiar with Miles Edgeworth, right? The one prosecutor everyone knows from Ace Attorney, right? Chad Hawk gets so dangerously close to, like, Edgeworth level of energies without actually being Edgeworth. It's fucking scary, but it's also hilarious. I love him. All rise for the Honorable Judge Tawny. Ace Attorney Live. Please be seated. We are assembled here today in the matter of the trial of Amelia Norton, a resident of Fledge City. Bailiff, please bring in the defendant. Defendant, can you please confirm your name and occupation? No. Another character people like to call me as a... Oh. I've drawn myself as a, I've drawn myself in Edgeworth's outfit multiple times, so I totally get that. Your Honor, my name is Amelia Norton. I am an actress employed by the Valkyrie Raising Project Studio. I see. They should definitely pay you less. You are, if I'm not mistaken, a person of some notoriety, particularly in your acting chops. I can't believe you would say that about me, Your Honor. Well, I did, so... well... Not the time to climb up, Amelia. Your Honor? Yes, Miss Aquila? My client is the star of Valkyrie Steak and Feathers, an award-winning TV show. She is also both in character and in person, a hero to children all over the country. That's your cue, Hawk. Mr. Hawk, I am expecting you to object to Miss Aquila opening from the defense's bench in this manner. I've yet to see an exaggeration or lie from the opposing bench, Your Honor. But rest assured, I shall speak up as one is to emerge. In that case, Mr. Hawk, for the record, please explain the basis for this hearing. With pleasure. Your Honor, the accused was arrested the night before last. This followed an incident at the TV studio that forms the defendant's place of work. During this incident, the defendant's husband, Janice Duo, appears to have been incinerated. The prosecution believes that the defendant played a role in orchestrating this incident, and we intend to prove their motive, means, and opportunity via witness testimony. For clarity, Your Honor, the prosecution accuses Amelia Norton of murder in the first degree. Order! Nina, aren't you going to object? Don't they know for sure that Janice was incinerated? You spotted that, huh? I thought the same, but when Chad outlines the case, he's laying out his theory about defense. It's inappropriate to object at that point, unless his phrasing was so out of left field as to suggest a mistrial. Let's put a pin in that for now. Miss Aquila, something you wish to share with the class? No, Your Honor. She seems particularly uppity today. Very well. Thank you, Mr. Hawk, for your summary of the case. Amelia, Mrs. Norton, how would you prefer to be addressed? Amelia, Your Honor. Very well. Amelia, you stand accused of the murder of your husband in the first degree. How do you plead? No surprises now, Amelia. Not guilty, Your Honor. Game on. Amelia, the court recognizes your plea. Prosecution, bring forth your first witness. Okay, here we go. I was about to bring out a witness who will give a statement, listen to it, we'll have to focus on little details. We're looking for an inconsistency, a flaw of some kind, which just shows the witness is either lying or mistaken. Don't worry about memorizing the statement, though. We'll be able to recap it afterward. What do you think he'll go for first? Why just bring out the CCTV footage right away? Not a chance. Chad knows that if you're hunting with one bullet, you wait for the clean shot. You want to set the scene and only wheel out the most devastating evidence when the room is primed for it. If I was guess, motive. It's where I'd start. Oh gosh, she's the first witness. I thought you were gonna wheel out fucking Flatfoot. Okay, I'll play your game, Chad. Just oh, okay. I mean, is it here that I stand? Yes. There's been a serious shakeup since my last proceeding. Oh, I'm sure. I mean, well, if there's been a change of plans, perhaps at best. I mean, if I just stand, maybe. You're where you're supposed to be, witness. We got ads coming up. I will take a quick BRB in that case. Just. I guess, yeah, take a quick BRB in that case. Because, gosh, I want people to experience this game as much as possible, and an ad would definitely break that up. So, I'm going to let the ad run. I'll be right back in a few minutes. BRB. Alright, we are back. Let's continue. She's nothing if not consistent. We'll start slow. Can you state your name and occupation for the record? Your Honor, my name is Devona Fairchild. I work as an associate producer at the Valkyrie Racing Project TV studio. I'm not an expert in television production, Miss Fairchild. Pray tell, what does an associate producer actually do? Oh, all sorts of things! Honestly, it's hard to keep track sometimes. I deal with some aspects of playing, as well as in all minor issues that crop up day to day, such as arranging studio functions or dealing with the paperwork. The studio would probably grind to all without an AP. So, you're a dog's body? Credit where it's due. Tawny really has a knack for seeing to the heart of things. Psst, Nina. What's a dog's body? It's an old-fashioned word for someone you employ to run around doing menial jobs that you don't want to. So, like a lapdog, right? Nina, why didn't she say lapdog? Because Tawny's old. Miss Aquila, I heard that. Yeah? Yeah, so what? Because not now. From a certain point of view, yes. Your Honor, if I may. Do, Mr. Hawk. As someone very central to the life of the studio in question, we felt Devona was ideally placed to speak about the accused and victim in that context. Ah, yes, as someone who runs errands, Miss Fairchild, you must know the people involved extremely well. Of course. I consider Millie and Janice as personal friends. I mean, well, considered would be more appropriate for Janice now. I mean, because... Miss Fairchild? Devona? Sorry, I think I froze up for a moment there. Miss Fairchild, I'm sure you're just nervous about being in court like this. Explain what you said to the police. Of course! Your Honor, when this all happened, I was shocked. In fact, I was literally in shock. They had to send me to the hospital even. I didn't say or do anything for hours, but that gave me time to think about countless little things from the weeks leading up to the incident. Surely you're not about to suggest that you expected something like this to happen. That would just be out of line. No, Your Honor. Damn it. Nina just like bites her lip. But Milia is incredible. I love how like this is like the lead up after like, you know. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about these past weeks and I just realized Milia is so wonderful. Oh, she nails every take, she aces every photo shoot, she fills every dress. Mr. Hawk, is this someone to perhaps help the defense? Are you throwing them a bone? Hawks just like has his head buried in his desk. He's like, why are you doing this right now? While Janice was an acting genius. Oh god, she keeps going. He could go from a perfect gentleman one moment to a savage villain the next. At least on camera. The pair were, by my reckoning, the very definition of a power couple. And when I first met them, that's all I thought. Here we go. Then I noticed it. The needling. Just a little at first. Little jibes or barbed comebacks. Said by Janice sometimes, but more often Amelia. That's not true! Sure, we bickered, we were married, but saying it out of context like that... Order! Amelia, you will refrain from outbursts or I will hold you in contempt. But... Get together, Amelia. I recall days not so long about... I recall days not so long about where the pair had full-blown arguments. Sometimes, just the smallest things would spiral, and the two of them would get despondent. More than once, I heard Janice claiming that Amelia had gone out late at night, riding her motorcycle through the city, and he had no idea where she was. What secure relationship sees a partner doing that sort of thing? Like, the tension was building week on week. If I was characterized how I felt about it, their relationship acted like a swan, calm and placid on the surface, but kicking furiously beneath. It seems like you are riling the defendant. So you're acting as a character witness? It seemed appropriate, Your Honor. Very well. Witness, please move on to your statement. Finally, we get to the testimony. Witness statement. I've seen Amelia disappear several times. She just vanished late at night on her motorcycle, just like that. And given Janice's unusual background, in a way, Amelia and Janice has always had a tumultuous relationship. Let me see how OBS is doing. I saw it like fluctuating a little bit. Okay, no, it's going okay. Well, about as okay as it can get. And a tumultuous relationship. Okay. Very well, Mrs. Aquila, you may begin your cross-examination. Devona paints a grim picture of Amelia and Janice's marriage. Let's see if we can turn that around. Cross-examination. So, this basically acts just as you would expect an Ace Attorney game to act. You know, press, present evidence, stuff like that. We're gonna press all these statements because I am honestly like... Actually, present evidence. Let's see. After incident, before incident, before and after. Okay. Burned out monitor, CCTV, change of plans. Director said the plans is dated, often change with short notice. Incinerated. So, something about Nia Aquila is that details, like notes, such as, like, you know, burned out monitor, the fact that Janice was completely, like, burned to a crisp, you know, stuff like that, are also put down. So, yeah. But as well, this Ace Attorney game, I could save scum, so anyway. Evidence. Actually, you can also just see here. Deposition. Entire event in monochrome. Kerosene ammo pack. Keys for weapon launcher. Magic! Maxie thought she thought someone used magical abilities. Maxie was injured. Amelia evidence of physical fights or abuse from Janice. Mysterious flash. Robust machine. Pyronite tells us robust. Soundsafe ventilation is what it is. VFX control device, there are like 2, maybe 3. Yeah, 3. No, 2. No, 3. Something like that. Movie stub, monochrome feed, Footsie magazine. Is there anything about... I think the obvious thing is to press this.
Hold it!
Unusual? Given his condition. Condition? No one at the studio mentioned he has any sort of medical problem. Is this a concealing of information? You know, that could be perjury. It's from a few years back. Janice was an amnesiac. He had memory problems? I'll try to shut this line of conversation down for now. Just because I have no idea what she might say. These are personal medical concerns. I'm not sure if I can. Janice Dudo is considered deceased, Devona. That means... Oh, really? Do you have a death certificate? Death certificate. A coroner's report? As a defense has yet to be furnished with such documentation. If so... No. I think that actually rattled him. Miss Fairchild, are the specifics of Janice's duo's amnesia relevant to this case? You said that this happened some years ago. It was not an ongoing problem, no. James suffered from amnesia. Follow that for later reference. Okay, so... amnesiac.
Hold it!
Vanish. What do you mean by that? Oh! Sorry, I guess that did sound kind of ambiguous. I mean, she'd just take off, leave. She'd head out of the studio parking lot at the drop of a hat, usually on her motorcycle. Where did she go? Well, usually when asked, she said she was going to clear her head or to get some air. I always felt her explanations to be left a bit to be desired. Objection! Your Honor, the witness is drawing conclusions. Sustained. Oh! Sorry, did I do something wrong? Yes, you will be taken to jail immediately. Hi, Sea Goat. Hello. Miss Fairchild, as a character witness, please try to only describe examples you have observed. The court draws its own conclusions based upon what you say. Way million jazz have always had a tumultuous relationship.
Hold it!
Huh? Huh? Seems such a delicate... Yeah. Devona seems such a delicate person, but I can't let this slide unopposed. Oh, come on! You know, this witness, you know, they're very rattled easily, you know. I should probably take it easy, but I should still push back on this bullshit! Today's been rough. The people I live with are just annoying the F out of me today. Yeah, especially with the week that, with the week you've been having, oh gosh, yeah. It has been a rough one. Let me get you a shout out real quick. Everyone, you should check out Seago Games. They are an amazing pixel artist. I haven't been catching your streams lately, mainly because, again, my sleep schedule has been fixed, so now I am literally asleep before Rick is even done streaming. Hell, I think I'm asleep for, like, one of the streamers I, like, mod for now, which sucks, but, I mean, it is what it is, at the very least, yeah. But, yeah, you should check out Seago Games when you can, because they are awesome. Sorry? Your Honor, this is unacceptable. This person, they're lying. Here's the proof. Sorry? No. Witness can't just opine like this. Even a character witness. She's providing context. She's speaking without basis or evidence. Miss Fairchild. You'll need to provide examples of specific times that this was evident to you and to other observers. Oh wait, Milo, you do pixel art too? Yo, let's go, Pixel Gang. Pixel art gang. I see. Wow, your week has been rough too. My gosh, everyone's weeks has been rough lately, and I'm just like, it kind of sucks because like last week I was the one having like the bad week, and now literally everyone around me is having a bad week, save for like a few examples, like only a few. This week has not been kind to us. Anyway. Oh! Making the art for a game you and your wife are developing? Wow, nice. Congratulations, my gosh. I didn't know you worked on games as well. That's awesome. You know what? If you are a game dev, let me also shout out someone who is also a really good friend. And who is also a game dev. Rick Auckland, who is a mod. He's making 3 games right now. So he's making Retro Spaceball, which has been in development for years at this point, kind of his passion project. He's making the art for Pyrotoad with Johnny Manjaro, the programmer. And he just recently made Front Room's Normalities, but he's also working on Demon Fish Dead Ahead, his fish-based RPG. So you should definitely check him out. He's awesome. He's so cool. Anyway, I should get back to the game. Oh, of course, interviews. Yeah, interviews. She pulls them out of her pocket. Interviews? As successful actors, Janice and Amelia were interviewed regularly by media sources. I always felt we should refuse those requests and ask people to interview Amara instead. She's cooler anyway. Amara. Another star in our stable. She handles herself more professionally, less friction. I see. Do you feel this is important, Miss Aquila? Aquila. I keep wanting to like say her name like in the Spanish style, like Aquila, because Aquila is eagle in Spanish. But this game is very. Let's put it this way: the developer of this game is British, and you can very much tell this is a very British coded game. Oh my gosh. Anyway, do you feel this is important, Miss Aquila? Yes, I believe it's important. Very well. Witness, can you please add this to your statement? Interviewers could surely see there was friction between them. What are you thinking? Chad is trying to establish motive by painting Amelia and Janice as being in a dysfunctional marriage. You never really know what goes on in private between two people. Maybe they just play fight, and they like after they play fight, they start like, you know. This is me trying to simulate like 2 dolls, like. What the fuck is this bit? Anyway, but I think we know enough to suggest that Devon might be an overly negative in her segment. But I know we know enough to suggest that Devona may be overly negative in her assessment. Maybe she's got a character assassination. Smashes naked Barbie dolls together. Yeah, just. I mean, that's completely normal. You know? So, open menu. We have evidence of this, right? Fledge Day magazine. I got some magazine that covers about Fledge Day sweethearts? Whoa! Whoa! Save! Save scum. Oh my gosh. Kid thing. Alright.
Objection!
Hi. Devona! You characterize interviews with Amelia and Janice as worrisome. They were. But if interviewers are so incisive, why were Amelia and Janice celebrated as the sweethearts of Fledge City? Well, in fact, every piece of evidence I've seen suggests they were very much beloved by the media. But that's PR! That's the image! The perfect star power couple! I can understand the confusion, you see. Chad's a step ahead, as always. Both of them are actors. It's their job to put themselves forward in a different light to how they really are. That's just it! Devon, you can't just claim that everyone could see a problem when all the evidence suggests that no one could see it, and support that by saying that they were good at masking their feelings. But I heard them arguing in the quiet moments in their trailer. I'm certain of it. Sustained, Miss Aquila. Witness, please amend your statement. I'd overheard their raised voices recently from behind their trailers. I believe they fought a lot behind the closed doors of the trailers that they were fighting in.
Hold it.
Huh? Raised voices? Not just that even. I believe they fought, perhaps verbally, perhaps even more. It sounds severe. Sound like this. Sound like that. Miss Fairchild, why are you beating two plastic, dolls together? None of your business! Do you know what they were fighting about? The trailers are reasonably soundproof. You could hear someone arguing inside, but I think you'd have to creep up really close to hear what they're saying. Gosh. I never tried. It would have been rude. Says the person who is literally speculating on their, like, relationship and, like... Wow. I did not actually expect this from her. Because, like, if you remember from last time, if you were here last time, this person was way more, like, flighty and, like... She didn't, like... give much of a conclusive statement outside of, yeah, everyone's the best. But it did give me cause for concern for Millia's personal safety. Just Millia's? Janice's too. I mentioned it a couple times hanging, but he's with it. What are you thinking? I'm really thinking about, like, getting a taco. Like a really good taco. I don't know, Dylan. What do you want? I was thinking about a quesadilla. What? Why would you do that to yourself? Come on, Dylan. There's no quesadillas here. Okay. I believe they fought a lot behind closed doors. This is what Devona says. I doubt this. Let's see here. Before and after. After and before. Burn down monitor. CCTV. Change of plans. Kaz a pair, Hank's pair. I'm gonna say this.
Objection.
Yeah. Your concern for your coworkers is noble, Miss Fairchild, but I can't help but think that you're reading into more than you can prove. You said they fought a lot, yet there's no evidence of any kind of physical altercation between them on Millia's body. Also, there's an ad. I'm gonna snooze the ad. Hold on. Snooze the ad. Because I can.
Objection.
Objection! There are many forms of abuse, Aquila. Not all of them are physical. Objection! I don't dispute that, Hawk, but your witness paints a picture of a dysfunctional marriage between two partners who find bicker in a manner so audible, so severe, to the degree that others around them express concern. I remind the court that the prosecution's aim here is to suggest motive for Milia's supposed actions, while other sources paint them as having a fairy tale marriage. I will concede that the truth probably lies between those two extremes. Surely, you must concede that too? Objection! No! Stinky face!
Order!
Order! Miss Aquila raises a fair point. You shouldn't call people stinky faces. Prosecutor Hawk into the... Bailiff smacked the prosecutor's balls. It is true that the lack of physical injuries to Milia's person does not prove her husband was not abusive, but at the same time, all marriages have good times and bad times. I speak from experience with my own late husbands. Husbands? Damn, I didn't think Judge Tawny was a Black Widow. Oh my gosh. It is not enough to point to mere arguments and raised voices to suggest a concrete motive for murder. This to me rings of gossip, nothing more. Mr. Hawk, the statement from the witness does not hold sway. It is the court's decision to dismiss this witness at this time. Understood, Your Honor. So, does that mean I leave? It does. Get out. Oh, good. Runs away. Milia, I'm sorry, really. I just said what I thought. Order! Miss Fairchild, I am aware that you are not accustomed to the courtroom, but my patience has limits. Please get out. Get out. Thank you. The prosecution calls Jack Cable to the stand. Mr. Cable? What the fuck was the voice that I did with this guy? I know it's not the Hank voice, because the Hank voice is like kinda gumshoey. Maybe I just did a really low, gravelly voice. I'm just gonna do that now. Yes, Your Honor. Yet again, I am confronted by my inexperience when it comes to your profession. My notes say that you are a studio tech. What do you actually do? It's easiest to think of me as the man in the chair. I handle the room that the monitors the footage being recorded for the studio, as well as the levels for audio. I also handle the physical hardware to record and archive all our footage. I see. Your Honor, Mr. Cable was monitoring the scene when the incident took place. Oh! So you have footage of the incident? Not exactly, Your Honor. My equipment blew the fuck up. So, yeah. There's that. The equipment experienced a number of power surges during the incident. We're not really sure why. So all of our footage was corrupted and blown the fuck up. As is usual when, a power surge happens. Usually stuff explodes and, that's how I got this scar, actually. Okay, clarification, he had the scar before, but I think it's really funny that, he doesn't have the scar, then this incident happens and suddenly he has the scar. That would be funny. That would be hilarious. Police forensics were given the data yesterday, but they're still looking over it. They're unsure if they're going to be able to restore anything of use from it. But as Jack was monitoring, he saw the incident from his perspective. Yes, I see. In that case, Mr. Cable, are you prepared to make a statement? No. Yes, Your Honor. Then please describe the events as you saw them. Billy and Janice got together on set to record the scene. Purpose all done, director called for action. And then we went into the red tint zone. That's right, we went into the red tint zone, and it was awesome. That was weird. It kind of felt like in the Ace Attorney that would have been just the star of the testimony. But I'm not complaining.
I monitored everything closely in monochrome. Milia seemed to go off script almost immediately, after which Milia performed her own costume change into her character of Valkyrie Freya. Then Janus performed a costume change into his character as the Evil Prince. Milia seemed to, well, emit a bright orange flame.
Miss Aquila, please begin your cross-examination. Objection, Your Honor. It's Ikea. Does it look like I give a shit? Overruled. Go into the naughty corner. This isn't good. Jack's testimony is appropriate, I know, because I was there, but he was staying in the control room. Can he really have seen everything that he describes? Cross-examination. We'll take a break. Just a short ad break. And I think I already know what the contradiction here is. But I won't spoil it. I'm just going to take a quick ad break and, yeah, get up and stretch. Because Adbert is relentless and will destroy me. Or something. Yeah. Alright, BRB. Adbert scares all of us. But I suplexed him. I suplexed him into a ravine, and we are back. So, this guy, Jack Cable. I think I know the contradiction, but I'm gonna save because I'm a safe, scummy little weenus. In monochrome. You saw it in monochrome!
Objection!
Mr. Cable! Never trust a man with a D and a B right next to each other. It's suspiciously foot-like. Yeah, they do. It does make a foot. If someone's name makes a pair of feet, you must, like, suplex them into the nearest ravine. Either that or, like, prove that they actually murdered the victim. Mr. Cable, could you provide a bit more info about the flames you saw just before the incident?
It's like I said, bright orange flames. I gotta assume they're from the pyro system.
That's the problem. How could you have witnessed bright orange flames when your display was calibrated to monochrome? Objection! Really, Aquila? Of all the technicalities, order! Miss Aquila makes a fair point. Witness, could you answer her question?
Well, our cameras do record in color.
Objection! That may well be true, but we're not talking about the raw footage. We're talking about what you could see on the monitor at the time of the incident. Objection! Why are you such a nitpicker? Objection! Why are you bad at your job? Well,
Sorry, I guess I was mistaken.
Mistaken?
Yeah, they were actually, green.
Objection!
Please understand, I viewed thousands of hours of recording from the booth, with all manners of special effects, but the flames looked hot. I could practically see the heat haze on them. I guess I used color as a shorthand to express that. But they were genuine flames. I mean, Janice, it happened so fast.
Objection overruled. Go into the stinky corner. Oh, I actually thought they were going to overrule it. Oh my gosh. Sustained, Miss Aquila. Witness, please amend your statement. After Jazz was gone.
After that, Jazz was gone and the crew were visibly shaken. Maxie was injured even.
Objection. Yes, she was. Let's get press on
Hold
that,
it.
actually. Gone?
It was like he vanished once the flames hit him.
As if he was incinerated on the spot. Milo Bites, thank you for redeeming your daily hug. One so far. My gosh. Yeah, it's a daily hug button. You can redeem your daily hug, and I hug you with my vines of huggin'. They are very hug.
Everyone was shaken, Maxie was injured. I've seen a lot of my days from the booth, but nothing like this.
What do you make of this? Matches what I remember seeing, like, on the day. Ditto. We don't have a case. I guess we'll have to say we're guilty. There's nothing wrong with Jack's story on the surface, but could he have really seen everything he claims to have seen from his position in the control booth? I monitor everything closely. Almost immediately. Okay. Time for my tried and true Haze attorney tactic. Morphs into Phoenix Wright and starts pressing every statement. Hold it!
No, yes, I understand this was a creative decision for this emotions. I don't know why. I'm not a writer. But as a resolute crew was by the stage, I was marring in black and white to get the full effect.
Hold it.
I understand she does this a lot.
Frequently.
Surely then, it's not notable that— Objection! Objection, Your Honor. The defense is leading the witness. If the witness that finds an act notable, then it's notable to him. Sustained. Do not lead the witness to conclusions, Miss Aquila. Come on, seriously?
We try to keep the energy going when filming the show. That means we improvise some of the dialogue to make it sound more natural, but it's not normal for an actor to go off script right at the start of a scene.
Badgering! You're badgering the witness! Objection! Your Honor, Mr. Wright is badgering the witness. I am not! What's that badger in your hand, alright? You don't let me have any fun, Edgeworth.
Hold it.
She changed outfits live on the soundstage?
That's right. Costume change is an elaborate affair. She goes wibbly wibbly woo. The camera feed was momentarily overwhelmed by the light. Typically, the flash paper in the costume does that.
That's what dazzled the rest of the crew.
And when the feed returned, Amelia was in full costume as Valkyrie Freya.
There's that name again. Miss Cable, can you, in brief, explain who Valkyrie Freya is?
In the show, Amelia plays a magical girl, like a superhero. Like you read those Supermans.
I don't read shit. And this Valkyrie Freya is her character's alter ego within the narrative?
That's correct. And Janice got Jane through his character as the evil prince.
Objection! There's no such thing as a evil prince. What are you saying? Your Honor, Honey Badger don't give a shit.
That's right.
But I'm curious. Do you know why Janice changed costume at that particular moment?
Actually, no. I don't think it was in the script.
Your Honor, objection! I can save us all a few minutes, Your Honor, if I may. What is it, Mr. Hawk? Aquila. Even if Janice came out with a major deviation from the script, are you intending to assert that the surprise of this action, the mere shock from it, is right? To go further with this infers two things. First, Amelia might have activated the pyro equipment and incinerated Janice purely due to shock and surprise. Second, which furthermore makes her guilty even if that was accidental manslaughter. Oh gosh, flashbacks to like the second case in Justice for All. If you would like to plead self-defense, right? Phoenix, right? If you would like to plead murder in self-defense. No, nobody that I'm a client of kills anyone. Nobody. And then 2 cases. No, I'm not spoiling it. The defense withdraws the question, Your Honor. Shit. But what do we have here? After, let's see here. Before incident, after incident. Change plans. Completely incinerated. Ugh. Present the Christmas party photo. Objection, Your Honor. Look at this photo. It's really cool, right? Miss Aquila, why are you presenting this to the court? I don't know. I wanted to. Power outage fried the camera. Sensation power ventilation system. What do you make of this? Personally, I can only make like one of those what is it, the you know, the paper triangles that, like, you know, that like choose your fate or something. You know what those are called? No, but I made a crane from it. Monitored everything closely. Monochrome. Is there possibly like a blind spot? I'm trying to think. Cause like, I don't think there would have been like a way for him to like monitor everything. I don't think it's the actual, like... I don't think this is actually, like, more of a contradiction than anything, but, like, we're gonna try it.
Objection?
Oops.
Penalty.
Of course. Thanks. Thanks, Jack. I'm too perfectionist. I must reset. Trying to think. Janice was gone. Chris visually shaken.
Objection!
Really? Oh, right, because how would he know that? Unless he, like, goes outside of... Okay, whatever. Jack, I know you mean well, trying to give the most rounded statement possible. But you're full of bullshit, and I'm going to expose you right now. You've been asked to give an account from your point of view at the time events occurred. But you only saw Janice for the briefest of moments. And how could you see the effect on Maxie and the crew when your monitor was completely burnt out? I mean, well, I saw an aftermath image later. It's okay, Jack. You're wrong. Pats him on the head. She's like, Pat, it's okay, Jackie boy. You're just trying to rationalize what happened, as we all are. It's okay. Nina's here to help you cope. But that is not what you saw. Your Honor, the defense moves to dismiss this witness on the grounds of proven unreliability. I see. The prosecution does not object, Your Honor. Goodness, Mr. Hawk, why such expedience? Because I lost. Miss Aquila raises a point that as he was in the control room, Mr. Cable's statement is not totally reliable. Hi, Kixie. Don't think I didn't see you. I'm giving you a shout out. Kixie's awesome. She's kind and sweet, and such a good showcaser of, like, so many indie games. So you should give her a follow. You should give her a watch. She's awesome. Anyway, what were we doing? Oh, yes. We were destroying Chad, I think. Just, like, absolutely wrecking his shit, and him being like, yes, stomp on me, Nina, stomp on me. However, we feel establishes enough about events to freely move on to our next witness. Very well. Mr. Cable, you are dismissed.
The prosecution calls Sarah Hector to the stand.
Thank you for the shout out, Too Sweet. I am never too sweet. Sweetness runs through my sap and bark like sap and bark. I'll think of a better metaphor to describe my kindness.
The prosecution calls whoever. Someone.
The director. Even with my limited experience in the world of television, I do have some understanding of what you do. You're the boss. Even so, I'm not sure why I'm here. I was reading, like, manga over in, like, the other room. Were you not a witness to the incident in question? I was there, sure, but I didn't see shit. I find that somewhat difficult to believe. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Is that what these two marks on, like, my cheek are? I mean, I don't I have a very small, like, I guess technically not a neck. It's kind of just like this joint that connects my rotund body to my rotund head. But, like, is that what the mark around that place is? Okay. During the incident when Milia performed her costume change, I was dazzled. Dazzled? Blinded by the effects. I wasn't able to see again until shortly after the incident was over. I see. Mr. Hawk. Yes, Your Honor. Why the fuck is she here? Excuse me, you heard me. Why is she here? We are dealing with an incident that took place on a stage filmed by a camera in front of what appears to be nearly the entire staff of the studio. Do you have a question, Your Honor? Yes, I just asked it. Why the fuck is she here? Never mind. Welcome to my world, Tawny. You don't need a neck. Vampire rules. Oh. Vampire? Okay. Well, I mean, hey. Wherever's a bite is a bite. I mean, I guess I can understand we're related to vampires. I mean, I don't suck blood out of people, but I, like, suck juice out of, like, whatever the hell we grow. I mean, it's very hard, but, like, you try and suck the juice out of, like, a cantaloupe, and it's like, dang. Okay. Miss Hector. Mrs. Oh, I see. Well, Mrs. Hector, your name rhymes with director. You're far from the first person to point it out. Slurps on orange for the juice. I mean, to be fair, that's a savage way of doing it. I mean, I'd rather just make a quesadilla from it, but yeah. Sorry, just it seemed unusual. Blame my husband, Your Honor. Mr. Hawk, this witness is an asshole. Why did you, like, bring her here? I mean, this is part of my case, but yes, I will agree, she's kind of a dick. Like, lay off. Oh my gosh. Your Honor. As director, Mrs. Hector was, in fact, in charge on the studio floor. She seemed best placed to explain to us how things went off the rails, as it were. Very well. Are you willing to make a formal statement about the incident from your perspective? Without any sass? I'll do what I can, but the sass is not getting off. You're not getting off without the sass. Toozy! 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 Phoenix Wright, J2 and me. I should play that one of these days. I should play that for like a translation and time stream. That'd be awesome.
Witness statement. When I said action, Amelia acted strange, like she was reading from the wrong script. I figured it was just start of season nerves. She seemed to exchange a few words with her bird. Startna. I am so tempted to call the bird like Shartna because of like how close like how hard it is to like pronounce the sh and the t together. I'm very tempted. I won't, but I'm tempted. And suddenly launched her transformation sequence. The light was dazzling. I was totally blind. Then I heard what must have been Pyro FX. I started to panic, but kept sucking down the fresh air. Oh my... I kept sucking down that fresh air. You know what I mean? Oh, it was good. When I could see again after sucking off the fresh air, Janice was gone. I'm sorry, you said sucking off or sucking in? Sucking in. Don't question me. Very well, Miss Aquila, please begin your cross-examination. Wow, this... I didn't know Sarah was so freaky. At least for now. If we can create enough ambiguity in the mind of the judge, she'll eventually see her as the freaky bitch she is. I still cannot believe that came out of her mouth. I was sucking in all that fresh air. I'm dying at this. When I said action, Amelia acted strange. Press! Wow, strange how? Slurping that in air like... This is phrasing you won't get in any Ace Attorney game. Is it possible she was given the wrong script? No. Well, we'd only recently changed while we were filming that day. Amelia was definitely informed. I figured it was just start of season nerves.
Hold it!
Hold it! What do you mean season? What is a season? Start of season is when I start my air sucking sessions for the year. Usually it ends around... Oh, I'm gonna stop. I'm spending too much on that line. We'll come back to it eventually. You had no reason to be concerned? Not really. Sometimes we need a few takes to find our groove. Hell, sometimes you spend the whole day and almost get nothing recorded, though that's pretty rare. She seemed to exchange a few words with a bird, shard bitch. What if I just made Sarah Hector like freaking out? She seemed to exchange a few words with her bird, Shartna.
Hold it!
Hold it! Back off! She talked to the bird? She does that. But that's part of the show. We dub words over Shartna's squawks. In the fiction of the show, Shartna can speak, and so can Comet, Amara's bird. But even just in real life, Amelia talks to the bird to keep it calm during the shoots. and suddenly launched into her transformation sequence. The light was dazzling.
Hold it!
Hold it. Back away from the podium, Mike. Oh my god. I can hear the spit coming off from your teeth. Oh, I'm getting... You know what? I'm going back to the original, but... I was going back... I was going completely freaky mode with Hector for a moment there. Something I've been wondering about that. You say transformation, but really, Milia's wearing the same clothes both before and after, right? That's right. The clothes you just kind of fold out into the new form. Honestly, it's really impressive. But the suggestion here is that Milia used the control device in her costume to activate the pyro effects. Surely she didn't need to transform in order to do that. Objection! Leading. Sustained. Your Honor, I'll rephrase. Given your expertise, Sarah, would Milia have as much control over the FX pre-transformation as post-transformation? It shouldn't have made a difference. The defense would like the record to make that point very clear. The court recognizes the point you're making, Mr. Aquila. Well, that's a small victory, if nothing else. I was totally blind. Yeah, you were. But I'm not totally blind to this ad that we're about to take because my ad manager, Mr. Adbert McGee, is evil. He's so evil! My gosh! Anyway, we're gonna take a little bit of a break. A little bit of an ad. We'll be right back. Alright, I've run the ads. He stopped breathing down my neck. Let's return to the game before he comes in again and starts breathing down my neck again. I was totally blind.
Hold it!
Hold it! Totally? Completely? My vision went a bluish purple. I couldn't see my hand in front of my face. In the moment I was terrified of permanent damage, but it seemed to pass pretty quickly. I don't get it. You're showing no emotion in your voice. Are you sure you were actually worried? Don't you do these shots somewhat frequently? We have different brightness ranges for safety. On days with a lot of VFX or very bright flashes, we issue the crew special FX glasses. Sunglasses, basically. But you didn't have those on this particular day? I can't speak for others, but certainly I didn't have mine. She's right. No one we spoke to mentioned having these glasses. Then I heard what must have been pyro effects. I started to panic but kept sucking down the fresh air until my vision came back.
Hold it!
Hold it! Why are you using these exact words? Sucking down the air? What, did you have like a tube? If you must know, yes. How could you have been sure it was pyro effects and not something else? Weren't you blinded? I've been doing this job long enough to know what flames sound like. But you can't be certain. I mean, okay, I was blinded at the time. I couldn't say with absolute certainty. But it's just what I expect from that kind of thing to sound like from experience. Something about that. I could see again. Janice was gone and Millie was just standing there. Maxie was injured. It was a mess.
Hold it!
Janice was gone? I keep melting with her voice. Oh my gosh. Once I say clear enough, the spot where I'd been standing was empty. But you were blind. Could he have ran out of the studio? I saw for a brief moment. The studio's pretty big. The captions don't even know what to do with bright moment, serious, pretty big. Plus, all these people, cable equipment on a concrete floor. I wasn't there to see it. What she's saying seems to line up with what the rest of the crew told us. There must be something that was yada yada yada. Objection, Your Honor. It was magic. Magic, Miss Aquila. Yes, magic. She used her magic to not kill Janice. Only transport him. Yeah. Okay, what is it? Let's try... change plans. Studio rapidly changes plans. So, I'm thinking that she did actually get the wrong script. So,
Objection!
no. Penalty. Boom. Ow. During the brownout? Oh. The what out? The what? The huh? The what? During the brownout. Powered front camera and it did the thing.
Objection!
Oh, that's it. Mrs. Hector, I'm wondering about something. It seems like you're melting just as you're talking. What are you talking about? This is my normal. You described in vivid detail about how you were blinded by the Flash. Then heard what you believe were the sounds of effects systems firing up. Oh. Okay, I cannot keep this. Oh my god. As best I can explain. But in that case, haven't you missed something? You mentioned what you could see. You mentioned what you could hear. But not what you could smell. Your Honor. The Pyron 9000 machine is fed by a mixture of chemicals where the most prominent is kerosene. This burns with a very obvious odor, along with substances like cordite to create the studio effects. The smell of these chemicals is, to put it mildly, pungent. Mrs. Hector, do you recall smelling kerosene in the aftermath of the incident? No, actually I don't.
Objection!
Objection! This is preposterous! We interviewed everyone on the scene. Every single person. Not one person mentioned the smell of something so potent as... Wait. No!
Objection!
Objection! Your Honor, it appears the opposing bench agrees with me on this. Got him! He's just like biting his lip. Like, you remember, like, okay. This is not gonna make any sense for anyone who hasn't seen part 5 of JoJo, but like, if you remember the scene where like Bruno is like biting his lip so hard his lip actually bleeds, that's just Chad right now. Thanks, Chad. If no one in the room could smell kerosene, you can stop now, Miss Kia. I understand your point. Your Honor! Silence, Mr. Hawk. This does indeed cast a shadow on the events that took place. However, A prominent scent being left out of depositions is not in and of itself conclusive proof. But I am not dismissing your point, Miss Aquila, merely suggesting that this line of questioning may have run its course. Do you agree? We're riding high here. Let's quit while they're ahead. Yes, Your Honor, the defense rests with regards to this witness. Very well. Mrs. Hector, you are dismissed. Mr. Hogg, let's keep things moving. We fucking shocked him. We fucking shook him. This man was pissed.
The prosecution calls Lotta Eiffel.
Can you confirm your identity and your purpose for being here? I am Lotta Eiffel, Studio Security. Mrs. Eiffel. Lotta would be satisfactory, Your Honor. Very well. So shook. We shocked him to his core. Like, okay, context for those who are unaware, and I might actually, like, I'm not entirely sure, but we might actually play the first 3 chapters again on stream just to show you. But for context, Hawk is usually way more, like, composed and, like, planned out than this. This is actually sloppy for Chad. Like, we have only seen him, like, have the, like, we've only seen him, like, angry, like, once, and that's, like, I believe that's the second case where, like, Detective Flatfoot, like, actively, like, profiles Dylan. Or, not Dylan, Dylan's friend, who was the client in that case. So, we are absolutely crushing him this time. Mr. Hawk, can you provide context for calling Lotta to the stand? Given that we've heard all present were blinded, is she some sort of expert witness? Your Honor, I had originally wanted to call another witness, Maxie LaRoe. However, she was hospitalized by the incident and could not make it to court. However, her actions were recorded on CCTV camera footage, so I invited Lotta, the studio's security person, to walk us through this evidence. I see. How was she involved? It relates to events on the night before the incident. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's go time. Lotta, I would like to... Lotta, I would like for you to comment for the court record on these images recorded the night before the incident. Your Honor, the defense reminds the prosecution that CCTV footage is not typically a sound basis for conviction without a material witness unless the footage itself is beyond reproach. And having seen this footage, it's grainy, low resolution, and of extremely low frame rate. The prosecution concedes this. However, we wish to review the footage anyway. Very well. I've spoken to Maxie this morning in prep for this. I'll see what context I can provide. Go ahead. Shit.
Order.
That is the studio soundstage. I see, Maxie. This was the night before everything happened. Maxie explained she was present in the studio on the night in question. I understand she was working late. That's not uncommon. She was in her salon, which has a window that looks out into the trailer yard, does it not? That is correct. But she made her way to the soundstage. Maxie told me that in the thunderstorm, conditions going outside... Objection! Your Honor, surely this is hearsay. Lotta can't testify as to the experiences of Maxie LaRoe. It goes against convention. As Maxie Leroux is unable to take the stand, I will allow this to continue. However, I warn the prosecution, limit your statements to what is verifiable in the footage, or directly told to you by Maxie Leroux herself. Miss Aquila? Miss Aquila? Miss Aquila, please speak up if you feel the prosecution doesn't respect this. Understood, Your Honor? Hopefully they'll keep Chad in check. Maxie told me that in the thunderstorm conditions going on outside, between flashes of lightning, she saw Millie outside through the window. Your Honor, the CCTV footage does not show the trailer yard outside. As well, there are other qualities to this photo that could not be discussed, but they are more observable in an earlier photo from the same camera.
Order!
Order! Lotta, can you describe what you see in the picture? I had a fucking Ace Attorney flashback there. Lotta, it looks like Milia in her magical girl costume.
Order!
Order! And what does she appear to be holding?
Objection!
Objection! Unacceptable, Your Honor. Prosecution is leading the witness. Objection! Your Honor, we have spoken to an expert at the VRP studio. Amelia is holding an ammo pack for the pyrotechnics equipment on the sound stage. In fact, if I am to play the footage in its entirety... At this point, a short length of time passes without anything happening. Then... That doesn't make sense. Milia couldn't have been skulking around inside the soundstage. When we spoke to Maxie, she said that when she was outside, she had heard Milia in Janice's trailer. Even if Maxie said that, our witness have already established something today. That the trailers are relatively soundproof enough to prevent overhearing casual conversation, at least without standing up to one with a glass or similar. And stacked up against photographic evidence to the contrary, Your Honor, the prosecution poses a difficult to accept but seemingly self-evident conclusion at this juncture. That Milia Norton knowingly and willingly prepared the machine to incinerate her husband. That's a lie! Silence, Miss Norton! But this is impossible! Order! Mrs. Norton, I will have order, or I will hold you in contempt of court! Wait. Could Millie have even done this? Hold on. Millie to the Parent 9000. Keith for the Weapon Rugger, Casbear, and Hankisbear. Your Honor, from what I understand, after talking to the studio about their safety procedures... Objection! Before you follow that thought any further, Miss Aquila, please, look at this. That's right, more photos. Your point being, look... closer. Zoom and enhance! Enhance! Sharpen! Enhance! No! She's carrying a set of keys in the picture. Shit! Oh. Oh. Fucking Chad. Fucking Chad, of course. This is what I was talking about when I say that Shad Hawk feels like a very Edgeworth-esque energy without being just Miles Edgeworth again. This man just fucking duped us. He bamboozled us. We were Speckeldorfed. He literally did just pull like an Edgeworth level jape. An Edgeworth level trap. That's awesome. Please. Mrs. Norden. Mrs. Norden, please turn to face me. Mrs. Norden. Milia. Yes, Your Honor. Huh? That's not even a word, and I agree with you. What do you think they're talking about? Oh, silly Dylan. They're obviously talking about... Oh, Dylan. Dylan. I don't know, but I don't think it's good. Look at him. So fucking smug. Sanctimonious. One of these days, I want a nice, simple case where I get to have the super obvious answer in easy CCTV footage. Where I'm the prosecutor. Where I have all the fun. Nina making this statement as someone who has played the investigation games is fucking hilarious. I can literally just like imagine Phoenix even Phoenix has literally said this to Edgeworth, and all I can imagine is Edgeworth just looking at him and being like, "You wish, you really wish, huh?" Phoenix right with. Oh my gosh. Jack can struggle to find the answers by becoming a rodeo clown or something. I believe it is time to draw these proceedings to a close. Your Honor, I must protest! On what grounds? If my client wishes to change her plea after your momentary discussion, I would ask for a short recess. She has not. Well, I have yet to cross-examine Lotta Eiffel. Do you wish to? Do I? I mean, as a matter of process, I feel like I should insist, but what can I hope to gain? I can't dispute Chad's video footage, and Lotta's words would line up with what Maxie told me, save for some weird stuff about magic light. Probably the best the court doesn't hear that. Sometimes you get the bear, sometimes the bear gets you. Excuse me? The fence rests, Your Honor. Shit. This does not look good. In that case, the idea that Amelia was able to arm the studio's equipment to fire at the right time, thus inserting her husband, is far-fetched, but plausible. Unrelated, but I wish I was a girl. Mood. Fucking mood. Oh my gosh. After reviewing the facts of this case, along with the compelling evidence put forward by Mr. Hawk, it is clear that any reasonable person would consider Mrs. Norden guilty of murder. Unfortunately, I'm not reasonable. No, fucking advert. Really? Hold on. We're just about to come up on I think the end of this trial date? I'm thinking. Like, this fucking sucks as an end to the trial day, but I guess it looks like the end. I'm so sorry, Amelia. We really tried. And yes, oh my gosh, are you not hold on. So many of aspects of this incident bear strange qualities. That the incident took place in a location that is designed to bear high-quality movie footage, and yet we have no such footage. Viewed by countless witnesses, who are all incapacitated. That Milia's motive for murder seems suspect at best, and the director's statements seem to lack certain critical facts about the way the equipment works. At the same time, Mr. Janice Duo is nowhere to be found and appears, for all intents and purposes, to be dead. Did we really do it? Wait for it. As I am unable to render a verdict at this time, I suggest that we adjourn for today. Both benches are urged to investigate further and restate their cases. We shall reconvene the day after tomorrow. Fucking chat at us going. Court is adjourned. We made it! This far. Oh, come on! What's the thing you've always said, you're always saying about celebrating Victor... Miss Aquila? Before you leave, I would like to see you for a moment. Oh? Oh? In private. You heard her. No sweat. We're good for the rest of the day. I could go meet up with at Atlanta. Say hi for me. I hope she's not dead. Wonder what Judge Tawny wants. This is the moment I've actually been excited for. So there was a teaser that there was a teaser for this game that the creator, I'm trying to remember his name. I think it was Nick Fox. Ethan Fox. There was a teaser of this game that Ethan Fox posted, right? And essentially it was a set of screenshots that showed a conversation between Judge Tawny and Nina. I think this might actually be that conversation. I'm not entirely sure. I am going to take... I know I already snoozed ads, but I'm going to take... Where is it? I am going to take an ad break. Because I do not want to miss this, and I do not want ads to, like, screw this up. So, what we're going to do, we are going to take an ad, and we are going to come back after the ad, right after the ad, and we are going to have probably the most hype moment from this game, like, entirely. So, in fact, I'm going to play some Battle of the Bits music because there's no music in this room, so I'm going to get that ready, and we're going to be right back. We're going to be right back real quick. Haunting, that's completely fine. Thank you for the haunt. I should really add that haunt command. Anyway. Sit tight. You are going to see something awesome in just a moment. We are back. We are back. We are so back. Let's do this. My gosh. So, let me see here. I thought it was still muted. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I forgot. This has mouse controls. Are you ready? Let's fucking do this. You wanted to speak with me? That's right. When Randall said he arrested a TV star, I wondered of what crime she possibly could be accused. I had no idea it would be as severe as murder. Randall? Oh, Detective Flatfoot, you mean? We spoke, actually. He was in charge of the crime scene, but it was strange. He left pretty quickly. I saw him later at the hospital. I see. You must not have heard. Heard what? Randall's daughter is a long-term patient at that hospital. She has leukemia. But he has good reason to make a swift exit. Oh, gosh. I had no idea. If he seems a little abrupt, well, now you know why. I'll keep it in mind, Your Honor. Though right now my focus is entirely on the welfare of my client. You certainly have a knack for picking up forlorn hope, Miss Aquila. IKEA Defense and Law has an open-door policy, Your Honor. Admirable. There are only two types of people who would take on a case that's so seemingly ironclad as Millia Norton's. You'd have to be either hopelessly naive or you just believe her. That was uncalled for. Miss Aquila, I do what I can to foster an air of fairness. Do not mistake that for heartlessness. I've been doing this now for a long time. From up in that chair, I've gazed down into the well of the court, into the eyes of countless defendants of all ages, genders, and backgrounds, and in that time I have seen goodness that cowered in darkness, and evil that strolled amid light. And when you look at Millia, I see something else entirely. That girl appears completely lost, and that does not tally with the matters of which she stands accused. Lost, like innocent? I'm not prone to using up more of the court's time on a mere whim, but there is more to all these events than meets the eye. Of that I am entirely certain. When you sent Anya Miller to jail, did you look into her eyes? I did. I remember her face and name like everyone I've sent down. It seems only proper. Did she look lost? No. When Anya confessed, she spoke confidently. I had no reason to doubt her words. I see. Miss Aquila, let me tell you a story. About another protege, a golden child, who studied at the feet of their master. This young woman worked indirectly for Tarn Kestrel, the DA, as a prosecutor. They were inseparable, and together formidable. They worked like this for years on end. Then suddenly, after a high-profile case, a victory even, this young protege left the prosecutor profession altogether. This young woman, was that Anya Miller? Very good, Miss Aquila. Anya worked out in the prosecutor's office and never looked back. It's my understanding that she and Taryn Kestrel haven't casually spoken since. What was the case about? The last one at which she acted as a prosecutor. Oh? It was of a businesswoman who stood accused of murdering his son. Krantz, that was his name. It was quite the scandal at the time. Why are you telling me all of this? Because you've started a bright career, Miss Aquila. Truly, you are a rising star, but you're fiercely loyal, and I just want you to reflect on this. On being sure that loyalty isn't misplaced. Your point being? Anya was your teacher, and she always had the demeanor of a big sister. She was a great attorney, but before all that, she was a person, as flawed as everyone ever is. Try to keep that in mind. I wish you the best with your ongoing investigation, but for now, I take my leave. Krantz. That name is familiar somehow. Anya walked out of the prosecutor's office and never looked back. It's my understanding that she and Tyron Kestrel haven't spoken casually since. Anya, what happened? What did you do? Wow, that was a quick day. This is the end of the day. It is recommended that you save your game to a new file before you continue. You can also, yeah. I'm saving it in the same file. All the loves and lurks. Thank you, Tallies. My gosh. Unfortunately, you might have actually gone here at not the worst time, but like, we are about to raid out, because we just finished. You know what? Actually, no, we aren't gonna raid out. I lied! We're gonna do the start of this day, at the very least. Dylan, is that you? Looks like Dylan didn't come back last night. I wonder where he is. That's the sound kid from my office. What'd you do? Full frame photo. Yeah. This other person is familiar. What the? What? That's Amara's bird. How did it even get in here? I got better things to do. Guess I'll just have to try and catch it. Sneaking up on it work. Unused picture! You seem very proud of yourself. Woot! Woot! Thanks a bunch, Birdie. Looks like you managed to break. What the? Looks like the picture is floating within the frame. She's much younger here than I ever seen her. But that third woman is the DA, Tyron Kestrel. But who's the middle woman? Strange Anya picture. Interesting. Woot! Guess I'll have to wait until we return Bird Brain over here. Woot! Okay, less of that. Otherwise, I'm gonna need to get some earplugs. Did you seriously just? What? Get it together. This is a bird. Birdie, you have a name. Comet? Woot! Well, Comet. I guess at least you'll serve as a conversation starter with Amara. Either that or a breakfast. I mean, I could go either way. I do not like your hooting, so I think you stay still for 10 minutes while trying to get dressed. I can take you back to your owner. Woot! Now, let's collect that bird from the office and take it to Amara. Did that feathered mess seriously turn on the TV? Trying to remember what shift. No, don't turn on the TV. Let's see. Are warning the public not to approach any bikers they spot within groups. No, in groups within city limits. Repeat, the mayor has asked citizens not to approach groups of bikers if they spot them within city limits, and to be on their guard about the seemingly unrelated series of explosions that occurred this past week. Wow. Well, Dylan and Atlanta are okay. Okay, my feathered friend. Time to get you back to Amara. What? I'm willing to bet she'd be at the studio. Let's start there. Not sure. You know what? Actually, no. I do want to like start this next. What is it? This next. I want to start off day 3 on a very concrete note. So we are done. We are done for today. We have had an absolute ride, and my gosh, that was a fucking excellent like first day. Like, oh my gosh. Absolutely suspenseful, absolutely like Chad. Oh my gosh, Chad is still like the best part of these of these like corporate segments. But yeah, I will probably I won't play this next week, probably not, but I will definitely try and play it within at least one of these weeks. But for right now, we're going to raid. Now, I think we have something exciting going on one of our friends' very, very awesome Twitch channel. That being the very lovely and very wonderful Birch Twigs. They have entered into a challenge. A very nice, a very, 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 very challenge. A very, they have entered into a challenge. How about that? Actually, no. Ari's on. So, I'm wondering. Oh, Ari just started too. Oh my gosh. You know what? No, I will raid Birch Twigs because Birch is doing something. They have an event going on. I want to support that. So, we're going to raid Birch Twigs. I do have a raid phrase. Where is it? If you are subscribed, copy the first one. If you're not subscribed, copy the second one. And let's give Birch all the love that they deserve. Remember to be excellent to the streamer that we are raiding. Excellent to yourself. Excellent to others. Stretch, hydrate, eat. Try your worst, do your best. And I will see you next week. I haven't gotten my schedule posted, but I know for a fact that I am probably, let me check the wind forecast. I am probably not streaming on, I want to say Tuesday. Hold on. Or no, Monday looks pretty bad. We'll see about Monday. Tuesday, I'm definitely gonna be streaming, so that'll be the latest that I stream next. But until then, enjoy the rest of your days and be awesome. Yeah, that's right. You better be awesome. Alright, goodbye. I love you all. Mwah, 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 mwah.